I made a speech somewhere. I understand that you're from San Francisco. Yeah. Well, how do you deal with all those faggots, gays, and pot smokers out there? You know, I'm one of them. I want to be heard. If it were not for AIDS in San Francisco, if it were not for the gay people who had this disease, if it were not for the people who supported these people, we would still have cannabis, but we would not have the respect that medical marijuana joined together, because San Francisco is a small area. We got 1 million people, but we're all stacked together. Everybody knew somebody who was sick. You went to church with them. You worked with them. You saw them in the neighborhood. You worked out at the same gym, had the same restaurant, used the same laundromat, just like any other neighbor. But now that neighbor's changing. They're losing weight. They have patches on their skin. They're dying. And people didn't know what the hell was killing them. They do something. Oh, here's a great shot of Dennis. I look at the phone. See and Dennis and I became instant friends with that. And until even after his death, he's still with me, and I'm still his friend. This is what our patients looked like in those days. Nothing fancy about them. There were no dispensaries before Dennis opened 194. I think that the dispensaries were your getaway area, your non-judgmental area. How the hell can I judge you because you look sick when the rest of us look sick? You follow that point? There was no judgment. It was not necessary. Dennis, myself, and others, it was not judging. It was accepting, seeing what cannabis can do. Early on, for people like myself, HIV positive, you had two choices, or three. One, don't take medicine, or the other two, take AZT and Xerit. When I first took those, I didn't know if the medicine was going to kill me or if the virus was going to kill me. They were really hard. The vomiting, the upset stomach, all of that went on. But finding out that the use of cannabis can possibly slow internally that process down. So that simple plant that people have bastardized for so many years now was found then and even now and every tomorrow a positive work. And so cannabis got me through everything. There is the first card that was ever issued to a cannabis patient. Understanding what cannabis dispensaries could possibly do, they had no choice. They had no choice. Why? Everybody in their district, in their community, was suffering from AIDS. Do something about it. Do something. Dennis and people like myself did. So I came up with an outline. I said, Mark, here's what I'd like to do. I would like to have the city and county of San Francisco issue medical cards with city and county of San Francisco on it, public health. So to give a little bit more oomph to a patient who has to present something till a police officer asked. We got it presented to the board. It was passed unanimously. Willie signed the agreement, and as you see by that card in 2nd of July, 2000, the first cannabis card was ever issued to a man or a woman or anybody that uses cannabis for whatever reason, not only in California, but in the United States of America. And all about 20, let me see how long. I'll say about 25 years that I've come over here. I always leave high. I always get high.
Have we ever run out?
Yes. Here? No.
Well, we did once, but only lasted a couple hours.
Wayne got the very first medical marijuana card.
Wayne has the very first patient number 1.
The legalized pot movement really came about because of AIDS. I'd stopped growing pot because I had enough money, and then people came to me and asked me to start growing pot again because of the AIDS crisis. And everybody who could do something did it. And since I didn't pay for my weed, I could give it away cheap. And I tried to. I still do. I'm a hippie. That's what hippies do. And the old Buddhist adage of things grow best in shit sometimes. Well, we were in shit and we were growing. And people wouldn't eat when they were had HIV. And it was sad, so we started smoking pot with them. And that was our premise, okay? But we were conniving little devils in those days. We'd all been arrested multiple times. That was just part of being gay. It was part of HIV. It was